Hi everybody, this is Chip, and this is my third video in the 5-segment series around what I've learned in Downturns that I could pass on to you. I am coming to you from my bed, literally my bed in Baja. This is the headboard, the Alabrijas Mexican headboard. Very appropriate because we used to have something called Dream Makers back in the Joie de Vivre era, where we tried to be dream makers to our guests. So how can you be a dream maker to your customers? Well, here are the 5 focus ideas that you could apply starting today. Number 1, the first one's relevant at any time. Figure out a metric that really defines success for you and your customer. Back in the day when I was a hotelier, we knew that can-do attitude was the number 1 indicator of whether a guest would come back again. So we really studied can-do attitude at my company, Joie de Vivre. Later, we actually, during the downturn of the dot-com bust, we focused on market share, because what we really realized is that our revenues and our net income were nothing like the year before. But if we were actually gaining market share versus our competitors, that was a pretty good metric to look at. I also like Net Promoter Score, NPS. It's based upon the question to your customers, would they recommend you to their friends and family? And they rate you 1 to 10. So that's one to consider as well. The second thing I'm going to recommend is double down on your evangelists. This is the time for you to go hat in hand to your most favored customers, the people who really love you, and ask for their business. Ask for them to spread the word on you. Ask for them to buy gift certificates. Even if you're closed right now, you could actually offer gift certificates for future opportunities for people to buy things, or people could buy gift certificates for their friends. So you've built up an emotional bank account with these customers. It's time for you to withdraw from the bank account. The third idea is to ask the question, what business are we in? We do this at the Modern Elder Academy with our people who come here and do our workshops. So the way I've done this at Joie de Vivre and at Airbnb is I'll get 2 people, put them in front of each other, they're in the same business, and one asks the other the following question: what business are we in? The second one answers the question, and then the first person who's asking says thank you and asks it again. And you do it 5 times. And if you do that well, it'll actually get you to the differentiation, the thing that really makes you different. For Joie de Vivre, it made us realize we were in the identity refreshment business. So we were refreshing people's identities by having them stay with us. You are where you sleep, is what we used to say. And at Airbnb, it's helped us to understand we were in the belong anywhere business. The fourth idea is to focus on solving your customer's problem, not yours. This is a hard one to actually focus on at a time where you have no cash flow or very little cash flow. But just remember, actually, a customer doesn't necessarily come and create the custom of being with you just to make you successful. They're actually looking for something. Back in the dot-com bust, we were building a hotel called the Vitale on the waterfront in San Francisco. And our investors wanted to just dumb down the idea of the hotel as much as possible. But I just kept coming back to the idea that after 9/11, everybody was stressed traveling. So I said, why don't we create the first hotel, the first business class hotel and business financial district hotel in the world that had a yoga studio on the penthouse level with free yoga classes every morning. Now, my investors thought it was a stupid idea, but we had a line out the door, and it was very clear we were solving the customer problem. So focus on the customer. What do your customers need right now? How could you serve them, especially if you could do something online with them that you didn't used to do? Finally, do something remarkable, because people tend to go and remark about you then, especially on social media. During one recession, we had a restaurant called Millennium, a very upscale vegan restaurant in a basement of a funky hotel in a bad neighborhood in San Francisco. Well, we had a lot of free hotel rooms upstairs, so we decided to create this idea of aphrodisiac night. It was on full moons. We would offer people a free hotel room upstairs if they did a 4 or 5 course aphrodisiac night menu down in the restaurant, which frankly, there's lots of aphrodisiac plants and vegetables and that we could offer and fruits. And so we did that, and it became hugely successful, such that we ended up doing it for about 15 years at that restaurant Millennium. So long story short is, whether you're open or not right now, you have the opportunity to actually build a deeper relationship with your customers. This is the time to do it, because now is the time when you realize who truly loves your product and how you can truly differentiate yourself versus your competitors. Thank you.